What's going on, guys? So I'm back with another video. So this video is how to get a skill. So step one, actually before I explain step one on how to get a skill, I'm gonna explain what a skill is. A skill is something that you can put to the marketplace to make money. Like, take my skill for instance. I'm a truck driver. That's a high paying skill. You get paid a lot of money to be a truck driver because it takes training, classes, courses, all this other stuff, and they have experience requirements for you to have access to certain jobs. Some jobs is 2 years, some jobs is 3 years, some jobs is 5 years, some jobs is 10 years to be able to drive for that company. But that's an example of a skill. Another skill is a construction worker. You get certified to do that. A mechanic, HVAC, air conditioning, anything, HVAC. That's an example of a skill. A auto mechanic, a diesel mechanic, an airplane mechanic. That's a skill. Or a personal trainer, things like that. That's a skill. So next is just step one. Step one is, what steps do you need to take to be able to get the skill? So step one to be able to get the skill is money. Give me a second. Step one to be able to get the skill is money. You need money to do anything. Everything costs money. And from what I've seen, a skill now will probably cost you anywhere from maybe $700 to maybe $10,000, depending on the skill that it is, or maybe even 15. But I would say do your research, and it also goes towards your personality. What are you good at? You know, what do you have a history with? If you always if you always working on your car, or you know how to do brakes and stuff like that, just go get certified to be a mechanic. Go be a auto mechanic. Go be a diesel mechanic. If you like planes, you want to learn about planes, go be an airplane mechanic. They get paid a lot of money, you know, or whatever. If you like painting, go get certified to be a contractor. Go do whatever that you have an interest in, because it's going to push you. So step one is the money. Come up with a plan. Okay, if it's $5,000 for me to get certified to get my CDL, how long is it going to take me to save up $5,000? Okay, so what's $5,000? If I were to save, how much money would I need to save to get to $5,000? That's how you need to break it down. And whatever that number is, you either save it every week or every month. Now, if you save, I don't know your situation, depending on whether you got kids, somebody to take care of, whatever. Your specific situation is this situation. But there's some money that you can save, even if it's $100. But let's say it's you saving $500 a week. There are 4 weeks in a month. So if you're saving $500 in a week, that's $2,000 a month. Yeah, that's $2,000 a month. So that means you would need to save money for about 2.5 months to be able to have enough money to get your CDL. So you grind. Those days, if you work a job like UPS or Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, somewhere like that, get as much overtime as you can. Work 6-7 days a week, grind, and put your nose down running. And you really want to stack your money. Don't spend no money buying no bullshit, no credit card, no sneakers, no nothing. This is grind time. So work all those hours and put it towards that goal. Once you reach that goal of the $5,000, then bam, then you start going through the process to get the skill. That's the most important thing, is the money. Without the money to get the skill, you can't get the skill. To get training, to get certified with anything, it costs money. So money is most important on the list. Now, step two, you need drive, because there's going to be training and there's going to be things that you need to do in order to get the license or the certification that you need. So there are going to be hiccups. You might fail a test. Like before I got my CDL, I failed my road test once. And you know, the written test, well, I wouldn't say it was hard, but it takes a lot of repetitions, a lot of questions, like 50 to 100 questions on that test. So you got to remember a lot. You got to keep studying. I remember I was studying. I was doing those online practice tests every day until I got like 100 on all of them. And then I think like after a few weeks, after I got 100 on all of them, I went to the DMV and I aced them with flying colors. Because it was just memorization. You gotta put in those reps. Like if you're working out, you gotta put in those reps. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the training. You gotta put in the reps. Don't give up. Sure, you might fail one time. You might have a hiccup. You might fail a test. Okay, but try harder and come back again, and then you'll do it. Next step is, after the training process, is finding a job. Finding a job might be hard because they might require you to have experience. So what you might have to do is take a job that might not pay you as much, and it might be hard work and it might be less pay, but you have to take that job for now because it's all you could get. You want to do that to gain experience. Then after you gain experience, go do that. That's what I did. I worked at a food delivery place for 2 years so I could gain 2 years of tractor trailer experience. And I was too young to work anywhere else. I was 20 years old. So they took a risk of me, and I was a driver. I wasn't promoted to a driver until I was actually 21, but I got training before that. Like 6 months before I was promoted to, I think like maybe 3 months before I was promoted to a driver, I was driving. But that's what you want to do. You want to go for that. Boom. Yeah, you want to go for that. Take whatever you can get. Don't be picky. Whatever job it is, any job, no experience. If it's what you trained for, it's what you did, that's what you want to do, go do it. Go look for jobs where no experience required. They take you off. You might have to take a bad deal. You might have to work a bunch of hours. You might have to get a job with days off that you don't want. But just don't think of things and don't have short-term thinking. Have long-term thinking. They say that short-term thinking leads to long-term problems. So you don't want long-term problems. So you want to have, you don't want to think short-term. You want to think long-term. So just focus on that. Okay, this job might have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. This job might have only Wednesday and Thursday off. But I'll only work here for a year or 2 years. And then after that, I'll be able to get a job that's higher paying because I have more experience and with better days off. So this is my video on how to get a skill. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with y'all later.